Okay, what up ladies and gents, it's your favorite Asian robot right here. I am about to roll my Druid again, which you guys would have seen last time, so welcome to the show. I know I'm a bit late, but let's get going. I'm gonna finish up my seasonal quest and then just get straight into it. Okay, time to post in my Discord. We are live, everyone. Time to play my Druid. Bang. Oh, come on, Twitter, work with me. Now I gotta share my own stream to Twitter. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. I've posted on Twitter, posted everything that I need. Yeah, ready to rumble. Okay, now during this peaceful period where there is literally nobody observing me yet, I will go rush my seasonal quest. And also put on my rain sounds. Excuse me. Gotta have them rain sounds on, you know? I just realized that was an event and I was like, doing it unintentionally.
Tried to explore Karamak's breach since it was sealed. Not even the Crusaders. To think of what secrets might...
Move on, Cormond.
Careful, malignant!
I'm gonna make this fast. Excuse me. Those I will remove. Thanks for the hearts. Welcome. Welcome all ye twisted souls. Yep, go ahead and lurk Boog.
be...
Lurk away, so that I may judge your twisted soul.
Ah, yes! You've done it! The entrance is open! I will meet you inside.
Excuse me. In a twisted sense, I'm actually looking forward to seeing how the recent changes are going to impact the early game leveling stages.
There's so much depth. What have they done here? Keep
Lots of
searching.
creepy things.
These experiments can't have been for nothing.
I think they are 100% for nothing. I'm sure you understand how it is, Dormon. Okay, we have the superior cage, the Rhyperior cage.
You're saying...
Okay. The price of purity. The price of purity is death. Okay, now we've apparently got to go and resolve the whole Cormon thing, so look at all the druids with their normal skins, and then me with the mother's embrace. Yes, this is true power.
It wasn't her. The corruption took her. I saw
My
it.
druid of Nurgle. Alright. Now let's go straight there to Cormon's weird workbench. We'll head out there quickly, clear off the storyline, and then we'll go grab the rest of the levels. Hey, Pen. Enjoy that video. But yeah, basically, like, they can buff the other elements of the sorcerer, but it will always be less efficient than ice. Ice will always be top tier.
Thanks to your effort, I imagine I can...
is this?
Where's the last one? Oh, it's over there. Okay. Hey, what's up, Boxhead? Yep. And then I will have known you for 2 years. How are things? I hope they're going well. Okay, let's bring it over.
Good.
Okay, down into the Undercroft. I'm doing alright. Just enjoying my time playing Diablo 4 and streaming as per normal. Just on the mend from my recent bout of illness, but other than that, I'm okay. It is almost like the rogue situation. But the rogue situation is better because twisting blades, like, it's not the passives that are the problem. It's the simple fact that twisting blades is just so much better than everything else. And it's hard to argue with a skill that gives you AoE and everything all at once, you know? So the rogue situation is far better than the sorcerers, because for the sorcerer, it's not that frost, like a single frost skill is better than everything else. So like the sorcerer situation is so much worse because it's like literally a fundamental problem with their whole tree that they're gonna have to address, which I feel is a problem. Although on the rogue's end, it's just that, or at least I feel, that for the rogue, it's mostly just the fact that twisting blades is a bit overtuned, but it's more that the other skills are undertuned, so, you know, while twisting blades, you know, twisting blades is outperforming, but it should mean that other skills, especially the range skills, should be brought up to match rather than twisting blades nerfed down, you know? So that's my current feeling on it. Yep, it really is. It's kind of like how, like with this particular case, Trample itself doesn't really have strong mechanics, but you combine that with the landslide, and all of a sudden it's a deadly, it's an actually deadly thing. Then you add in the simple, you add in something as simple as cooldown, you know, reductions, and all of a sudden you've got yourself a very, very powerful attack. See? Meanwhile, the old school pulverized druids are all performing so badly. But here you got the Tornado Muscle Wizard, and it's just doing well. Now, I've been waiting for this. Finally. Okay. Agreed. It's just that, like, Earth skills in general have no ways of making... It's the same... Now, the Druid problem is actually the same as the,
No rock has shifted.
as the Sorcerer, in that you are practically forced to use Storm to an extent, because if you miss out on Vulnerable... I mean, sure, you've got the Exploit Glyph, but that's not enough. And we all know that. You know? No sense being coy about it or pretending, because we all know that missing out on the Vulnerable Multiplier is impossible. So, even Pulverized Druids, right? Even if they were to go Werebear, you'd have to include a Storm skill somewhere. Otherwise, you just end up inefficient.
So,
And that's something that's no good. And no, I just mean that, sorry, to answer your previous question, Pen, I just mean that the rogue is lacking in terms of range, in terms of other options, because Twisting Blades outperforms every other skill of a similar rank, more or less. And I feel that if they just tuned up the other rogue skills to be just as competitive, then maybe things would be better. But unfortunately, Twisting Blades is just is the clear outperformer because it's got a huge single target, and with the right aspect, it gains huge AOE, so it becomes the do-it-all skill. Hence, the entire build is just built around that, whereas every other skill just exists to supplement the rogue. And all you end up doing is just basically spamming Twisting Blades. Which again, not exactly like super ideal.
There's the heart! Capture it! Forgive me, my friend. Meet me at the wagon.
One second, yeah, I'm just quickly Searching something. Yeah, unfortunately this will also be RNG. Okay, noted.
With Varshan, I only wanted to correct it.
Okay, let's go back to town. No, I feel that that would be impossible. Vulnerability is the primary thing that you must have. You can try it for yourself. Like the best way for you to try it, right, is to choose a skill that you can spam but has no like don't have any way of adding vulnerability in, right? And just see the difference for yourself in the upper levels. Like the difference is quite insane between having vulnerability and not having it. Like you will actually notice the damage difference quite significantly, as well as the kill time. So like you can argue that it might feel good, but when you actually test the data and you actually see the results for yourself, I'm going to tell you straight up, right? But it's best if you do the testing yourself. You will find that it is absolutely lacking. Like no matter how you slice it, you will always end up dealing so much less damage and have like your kill time, if you actually time your stuff, is gonna be quite a bit longer than it would have been under normal circumstances. And once I noticed that, it became impossible for me to use anything. Like for any character that I play, it became almost impossible for me to use stuff that doesn't relate to vulnerability, because if I do, I know that I'm missing out on a huge chunk of DPS. Which is why this time around, although I started out as a lightning sorcerer, it became immediately apparent that I had to switch to ice and take advantage of all that kind of stuff. Of course, there is the element of fun. A lot of people can like to play for fun, whatever, you know, go, if that's your thing, then I would say go for it. But from a realistic standpoint, you are basically saying that yes, I accept the fact that I'm going to deal less damage, and you know, I'm gonna have a longer kill time, longer dungeon completion time. I'm basically gonna do everything longer on purpose, and in that case I'll be like, okay. You know, there's nothing I can say to that. But yeah, basically I have attempted on multiple characters and come to the conclusion that the extension of kill time is literally not worth it, which is why this time around when building the Druid, I have put an absolute focus on the highest possible DPS while also being able to ensure vulnerability is always inflicted on my targets. Whether it's single target, multiple target, all that matters is that they are made vulnerable so that I can deal my best DPS. Because anything else is just, unfortunately, you know, not efficient. I would love for it to be efficient, but I can tell for sure that kind of thing is not gonna fly.
It must be here for a reason. I should see if there are more like it.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. But I don't think, like, the only skills that have any kind of long cooldown, you know, um, is mostly alts. That's why I don't use them, you know. But we all know, like, from practical experience that the only skills that truly do have a long cooldown would be the alts. And again, that's why I don't feature them in my builds often. Like, if I can avoid using an alt, I will, no matter how powerful it is. You know? I just, for the same reason, I just don't find it worthwhile. And I know for a fact that there are better choices. So I agree with you from that point of view. Because that's the whole reason that I made this. What's up, Rain? Okay, just gonna fast capture the stronghold. There we are. Yeah, you can go for a pulverized poison if you want to. Nothing wrong with experimentation. But I'll always say it straight up, Mo. Any build that does not focus on vulnerables, like the pulverized poison build, is gonna do less damage. Check out my sorcerer video, which I just released, that explains the whole principle about damage multipliers and everything. Once you understand damage multipliers, right, you'll see why a lot of these builds are literally designed for fun. Like, sure, they're nice, or they work at level 100, but if it's not a robot build, you will always be less efficient. Game's okay after the patch, nothing fantastic to remark on. I mean, everything that I stated in my patch change video, Rain, is pretty much exactly how it is. Nothing different to be aware of. The only thing that y'all should know is that they improved the drop rate of the Wrathful Invokers and stuff like that, which was in a hot fix today. That's about it. Nothing else fantastic has come out. But yeah, I mean, give it a go and see for yourself, Mo. Once you, like, a lot of the time, I always encourage people to test for themselves, because only when you test for yourself will you see why the robot builds outperform completely in comparison to any other build out there. See for yourself, test it for yourself, and then, you know, once you're convinced, then you'll know why I do the things that I do, and why, you know, it is so much better to do it the robot way in comparison to anything else. So give it a go, and then I'll see you back on the Tornado Druid when you're good and ready. Because every other build, I can guarantee you, will absolutely fail. Unless it has a strict focus on vulnerabilities, which it won't. Because the only way to make anything vulnerable is storm-based skills. Yep, it's always 100% the case, I can guarantee you. But it's best if you see and test for yourself. That way you will know that although the grass may seem greener on the other side, well, always best to just believe the robot and go for it that way. Aha, finally! Good boots! This took a while, but yay. I'm so ready.
Never seen something fine.
A good pair of boots. Happiness.
Proper tools of vengeance. Have a look.
You can still use this.
Okay, Virez is now done. Omat's readout. Probably the first and easiest place. So I'm gonna go clear that. Those of y'all interested in trying the Druid, just wait until I actually publish the build. Y'all will see why it's so powerful. Everything that I'm doing right now is with 0 aspects, FYI. And none of the actual hearts that you will actually need. Well, other than the Malignant Pact one. The Malignant Pact one is kind of like extra. But in truth, the actual hearts that you will need are the Heart of Revenge, the Barber Heart, obviously, and I'll be trying out the Dark Dance and a couple of the others to see if it's, you know, potent enough, and if I want to run that. Because the only unfortunate thing is that the aspects for this one are all drop based. So once I start to seriously farm World Tier 3 and actually get aspects, that's where I'll finally gain more power for this.
Masonry stained with residual magics. Arcane explosion.
Okay, let's do this.
Don't worry.
Our walls are breached! This is madness! We will not survive! We'll sacrifice ourselves before our home!
I need actual proper gear. Even with no gear, High Priestess Hadar, I will break you. Now where are you?
It's over.
Okay. Amulet, please tell me. Damn it. Not so good. That's okay, I guess. I'll just chuck that skill somewhere. Okay, Omat's redoubt is claimed. Now I'll go extract that one. I'll have to extract both of these actually. You like how easy it is to complete the souls? What do you mean? Oh, the spirit offerings. Yeah, yeah. It is easy, and then once you have it right, it's pretty good. Druid is the one character where technically I wouldn't have minded using an alt, but unfortunately the alts all suck and they don't offer enough benefits. Hey Juan, good to see you, man. Okay. Let's head up top, yeah? And don't forget to like and share the stream if you guys haven't already. I'm sure you guys have, but, you know, like and share would be very, very good. yeah. In the meantime, we'll continue. I'm just gonna finish conquering all the strongholds here. Why? Because they will help our characters actually get stuff done.
This jewel looks like
I'm not sure what
Once I up the crit rate a little more, this will actually be decent. That, and why is this guy like permanently stuck in this corner? I literally cannot. The only downside to Tornado, it for some reason, much like with the Bone Spear, it's got some weird problems. It won't cast in some locations. Okay. Now, let's go murder the boss. Lo and behold, what my greatly improved DPS can do to you. I swear, tornadoes really don't spawn in some locations. Alright, get clapped. Still way better. Okay, where's the stronghold part? Yeah, thanks for subscribing. Bilal. Welcome. Also, whoa, some random Triune soul. Good to know some random dude from the Triune was there. Okay. Yes. Another level done. Okay. This is clear. Now we've pretty much finished everything other than this. So we're gonna go clear that as well. Once we clear that last area, then bit more. Okay, made it.
This place reeks of rotten flesh. What is this? Close. Be gone! No! No! You won't stop my research!
No, I'm not gonna stop your research, but I would really love it if you could, you know.
Subject 23. The plague of Alcanus was born from the dead of this city. Like all of the corpses here, 23's tissue appears flushed.
What's going on?
Okay, enough Symmetra. Alright, let's do this.
Reborn from those growths. I must scour them all.
The research is almost done. I need more time.
Okay. Just one more to go. Hello, necrotic mass.
See, I could end suffering. Cure death.
Okay. Welcome, Simon. Welcome home. That's okay overall. Let's go.
Why? I'm so close.
Well, my morning is pretty okay. I certainly can't complain. Working on my Druid build, making sure it's doing well. Honestly, really decent morning. Can't complain about anything today, that's for sure. I mean, it's a bit more quiet than normal, but you know, some days are like that. I mean, that's how the streaming industry is. You know, some days will be a bit more quiet than others.
It is done.
But I'm alright. Okay, we're finished. We've done it. Every stronghold is complete. Now I'm just gonna hit some dungeons and try to advance up. Ah, okay, good. All clean and clear. Now let's get out of here. I'm gonna capture that last waypoint. Then I'll hit up the nearest dungeon. Alright.
Akarat's blessings on you, traveler.
Only for $10? No thanks. $10,000, then I'll consider it. Cooldown reduction.
I would have chosen that myself.
I will take this. I'll wait for something better on the
I
tunic.
suppose I can take that off your hands. Good business. Come again.
Nothing here that's good. Okay. Move that. Chuck this in there. And off we go. Yep, that's what my eyebrows are worth. Ooh, treasure goblin. Okay, let's go. Sup, Griblin? Lol, sure. Don't worry, when you got real money in your bank account, you can come look for me. Okay.
What is this?
I like the fact that they actually give us at least one they do give us at least one decent one decent legendary each time. That's not bad. Of course it could be better. But gotta just take what you can get in the early stages. How about you go into the timeout box, and when you're ready to be, you know, a normal human being, Cole, then you can come back and chat. You know, when you're ready to be civilized. Till then, you can watch from the timeout box.
Wouldn't have made it without.
Yeah, they're always trolls, man. Any streamer has to deal with trolls. It's very normal. So I just let them do whatever, and then if they misbehave, I put them in the timeout box. It's kind of like dealing with children. Except that the child could be some 30-year-old man, you know, in his mother's basement. Oh, I think it's just because, like, it depends on how often you watch my streams. We get trolls almost every day. But if you, like, but sometimes in order to see them, you have to watch from, like, start to end. So they're always here. Frequent trolling is nothing new.
answers to my prayers.
Depends on the character you're looking for. My advice is, if you want to know about gear, always check the late game videos. Late game videos have a specific section for gear for that build. So refer to that and just watch that section and it'll explain it. Because it genuinely depends on what you're going for that character. For most characters, usually cooldown reduction is pretty standard. That's usually one of the best choices, but again, some builds prioritize some things, other builds prioritize other things. So yeah, of course there's a lot, but that's how this type of game is. You have to know and to an extent memorize what is the best for each individual. Like if you're running multiple characters, you have to know what is the best for those characters. But yeah, you can just refer to the late game videos for most, like pretty much any situation. If you refer to the late game video, it will usually explain almost everything you need. I say almost because some things may not be 100% explained, but most of the time it is. Okay. No problem. Like I said, as long as you refer to things correctly, you should have no trouble finding out what you need. Yes, because the Necro is just super strong. Compared to a lot of the other classes, the Necro has a lot of fundamental strengths. So I think unless it undergoes severe nerfs, probably every season, you'll see the Necro as being one of the top classes. I'm pretty much going to start every season as a Necro, because it's just easy. But I do hope that next season they don't make us do Renown again, which is going to be stupid. And I hope that next season they actually give us some opportunities to work on loadouts. That would be very, very helpful. Because I would love to have like 2-3 different builds going. Would be nice. Hey Renzo. How's it hanging? I'm happy to hear that. Doop-a-doop-doo. Yeah, you are. I hope you behave. Okay, the pants can stay. I'm not gonna change these anytime soon. Let's head back to town temporarily. What makes you think I live in the US?
See you again.
There's that.
Guess again. How is that a good guess based on Druid gameplay? The way you make it sound, Boog, it's like all Canadians play Druids. Yeah. I'll leave it to Boog if he wants to give you a hint or not. Maybe he'll give you one. This would potentially be decent. Potentially, but... The hint starts with an A. I'm still curious why Druid gameplay would have, you know, suggested I'm Canadian. Now you gotta explain that one, Boo. What does Canada have to do with Druids? Because bear? Is that how that's supposed to work? Okay. Intriguing. Close. Maybe I am, Abe. Maybe I am. Okay, back to town for now. Yes, I am Australian. Congratulations. Took y'all a while, but you get there. You got there. You know, well done, well done. Okay, now. One rank of tornado. Two ranks of tornado. Now I just need to put this. Rapid aspect. And we'll go advance it up. I know I don't. You're Canadian and you play Druid because it's a bear. Well, I can't say you're wrong, can I? That's always one way to do things. Damn it, those were pants.
Rare to have something so fine. Come back if you need the forge.
Always smart to buy surprise inventory.
Well, now you know, Simon.
See
That's
you
why
again.
streams are very important, guys. Always watch them. They will help you. Now, I just need critical strike chance on this. Seriously, no critical strike chance? That's lame. Oh, that's going in the bin.
Yes, yes, I'll take it.
Okay, we're good. Now, Legion event begins in 0 seconds. Not gonna waste my time on that. Saragardis. How hot was it there today? It's winter. It's winter for us. Summer for you guys, winter for us. So it was cold today. Okay, into the cave of evil. Well, that's because Twisting Blades is far superior. You can play Rapid Fire Flurry, you can play any number of builds you like, but if you talk about pure efficiency, you cannot beat Twisting Blades. Twisting Blades is just the be-all and end-all, simply because it's very much better than everything else. I mean, the only thing that's even competitive is a cheese build using Wind Force. And that one, you need a good Wind Force unique. And you will basically play pure ranged. But it's competitive. However, it requires a lot to get it running. If I ever advance up my rogue, I'll show you guys that. Because the rogue is the character that I play with my wife, so I don't advance it a lot. That, and I honestly have no love for the rogue because I don't like Twisting Blades. Despite the fact that it is the most viable playstyle, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like to have to focus on my characters. I prefer characters where I can just, you know, put in 0 effort and win. Yeah, it's the tail end of winter here, going into spring, but I tell you, it's still bloody cold in Australia, so... Tail end of summer for you guys, going into autumn. Yes and no. It's okay, but well, you will, like, and this is just me being honest, you will lose out compared to any Twisting Blades rogue. Like, if fun is your objective, then absolutely go ahead and keep playing that. But for me, because of my experience with all the other characters, and of course, as a content creator, I prioritize efficiency. I can't stand even the slightest inefficiency, which is why every time I try to look at any other rogue build, I know that I'm just wasting potential kill time. So I just went back to Twisting Blades. You know what? What will happen if I put this in? How bad will it be? Let's test. This will either be really good or really horrible. And that's part of the fun. What other games do I play? Keep watching my channel and one day you'll find out. Mystery is a part of the fun. Yeah, that's why I said you like anything can be fun, but you don't have to do capstone at 45. Capstone is done at 47 if you want to for max XP efficiency, because doing it any earlier will not, like, even if you like, of course many builds can do it earlier. I could do capstone right now, but there's no point in doing so, just because that even if you go into world tier 3, you won't gain any bonus XP, or at least you're not going to gain as much bonus XP as you'd like. So I usually do capstone around 46, 45, 46 roughly ish, and that's usually good enough. It's too early, no extra bonus XP. And too late, then you're wasting time, so yeah. But yes, a lot of builds are fun in the early stages of the game, then they immediately die out once you get to mid-game stage, so yeah, unfortunately there aren't very many options. But Rogue's problem is easily solved. If they just buff the Rogue's other skills, then the Rogue will probably like have more viable options. But unfortunately, their other skills just aren't up to par compared to what other classes can do. That's why Twisting Blades becomes the default, because Twisting Blades is the highest single target, as well as some of the highest multi-target damage. Hard to beat. Do I play any sports or just game? I don't know why you're asking so many questions, so I don't feel like answering you. Oh, congratulations. I'm happy for you, Cole. I mean, yes, the strongholds pretty much give you like half a level each, so it wasn't that difficult to raise them up after I finished this seasonal quest. Now I'm just gonna push it for the capstone. Druid is not difficult to level because, I mean, Druid is strong anyway.
My friends were cut down. I won't last on my own.
Feel free to do so, Boog. Feel free to do so. I shall withhold my answers. Yes, I can tell, Cole. Exactly why I'm making you suffer.
Thank you, Wanderer. Without you, I'd be dead. I think I can manage from here. Please, take this.
When people make conversation for the sake of conversation, I despise that the most. It is a waste of words. Then again, I'm philosophical like that. This thing still has more DPS. Not bad. Guess I'll wait. My damage increased nicely, and I was thinking to myself, how the heck did my damage suddenly go up? Then I was like, oh. I forgot that I put on that other heart. It's actually working decently. Lamau. Now, if only I got a nice barber heart, that would actually be perfect. Contactless delivery. Oh, lol. You know, I still hate contactless delivery because a lot of companies use it as an excuse to just yeet people's stuff over the fucking fence. Happened to me, something got broken, I was not happy. So to this day, I despise delivery people. If I could, I'd put them all in Choki. They owe me for their very existence. Let's take off these skill points there. Okay, now I just need to go to the center. That is very true, Pen. And sure, you can tell a joke. Take note that if their joke is offensive or, you know, against YouTube terms of service and you end up in the Choki, don't blame me, yeah? So choose your jokes wisely, good sir. I see. Okay. Opposite way. Let's try this. Oh, Edge Masters. Very good. Very nice. I do like a good Edge Masters.
There is magic in all things. Let me show you.
As for the rest, though.
Show your teeth.
Now let's go back to Overshot for a second. What has 4 wheels and flies? I don't know, tell me. Let's go to that dungeon and clear it as well. That should put me at 45, and then we can attempt the capstone dungeon. That does not make sense. Lol. Ah, fair enough. Okay. I see your wordplay. Not bad. No. Hello, Jayson. Enjoy the show while you're cooking dinner. Can I tell you a joke? No. No. You don't deserve my jokes. But lol, Boog. What's with the self-burn, man? You poor fella. Don't burn yourself. At least not that badly. You poor man. Don't worry, we still care about you. Well, it depends on your question. If it's some other nonsensical question, I will probably send you into the box. So choose your words carefully. That's why I said, choose your words carefully. Nothing to fear from the box, as long as you're not, bringing me nonsense, yeah? No, I do not have pets. I am Buddhist, therefore I choose not to have pets. I see. Take good care of your dog. I wouldn't, I'm Buddhist. So you ask me that question again, you're going in the box. You don't know what Buddhism is, okay? Well, that can be your homework for today. Go find out what a Buddhist is. Broaden your knowledge. Let's see how this feels for a while. How do you spell it? There you go. Off you go, small child. Go do your homework. Okay. Okay, this is open.
You're safe.
The efficiency is definitely okay, to be honest. Let me see.
Be careful.
Bless you.
Wow, I already hit, okay, What if we had something like that instead? A little bit of an extra booster. Yes, congratulations. Hence, you can now understand that it is a religion. So, I do not keep pets for religious reasons. And of course, by that same token, I prefer not to answer any questions related to such. Knowledge.
Dark days upon us. You need a proper weapon.
Let's make my life easier for a bit. Cross.
I'll be here soon.
When am I planning to do my next stream? Subscribe to the channel, hit notifications, set it to all. Okay? You hit that on the bell button and you will be informed exactly when my next stream is. My stream timings are also always listed in the stream description. Any good creator will always list their stream timings there, along with other important information. Why? Because if we don't do that, you know, we're kind of wasting everybody's time. So, I hope that helps. Any good streamer always has their info everywhere, including social media, all the other kinds of things you need. Check the stream descriptions. They're very useful. No worries. But I hope the next time you come, you are coming for Diablo. Don't ask me random questions again, yeah? I despise answering questions.
It is done.
Okay, let me see. Collection of Chaos.
Different this one.
Okay. Damn it, this amulet sucks. I need an amulet with cooldown reduction and spirit cost reduction as well. So this is not good enough right now. Rest is no good. Good. Then I hope that your next set of questions will be Diablo related.
Don't ruin all that work.
Alright, we're level 45. Let's go take on the capstone. Why? Because it'll be a decent challenge for once. And I do love a good challenge. Okay, let's drink a potion and off we go. Time to wander into the capstone even with bad gear. Don't forget to like and share the stream, ladies and gents. That'll be most helpful. Okay, here we go. Now the real test of my druid build. With all this terrible gear that I've just literally thrown together, will I be able to actually do the capstone? Can the build itself carry me properly? The answer is apparently yes. That's always the rubbish that they do. Best thing to do, Pen, never watch those guys. Help me get them out of the industry faster. That's what I ask all of you. If you watch those kinds of people, not only will they not provide you with knowledge, you know that they're just gonna create clickbait stuff. And as soon as things go badly, they'll be like, I quit again. So, yeah. But it is a good sign, at least, you know, that people are returning. And they should have returned in the first place. Like I said, They just got influenced by very, very bad creators. We all know who I'm talking about. And I hope that my audience will be better than that. Get the fakes out of the industry and keep the real ones in. Those kinds of people are the worst. Faster we get them out of the industry, the better. But unfortunately, despite how much I despise them, they are a necessary part of the ecosystem. Why? Because without them, you know, we don't have people to convert to the good stuff. Because even those dregs have a use. They bring their communities here, and hopefully their communities discover somebody better. And that's how they lose fans and eventually die off. Which is a blessing. So I'm always grateful for them existing, because that means that they'll bring new people to me. And we all know that's their only real purpose, right? To bring me more souls. Yep. Now you know. That is... Now, I am gonna state, however, that technically speaking, a lightning build can still be made to work. Alright? You can still make one work. It'll be a bit less powerful than Frost, but lightning builds technically are viable because lightning builds generally will use Veer's mastery anyway. So they can still get pretty much all the all the passive benefits, including vulnerable, by using Frost Nova. So there is no shame in using a lightning build. But it is, like, if you ask me whether it's ideal or not, of course the answer is it'll be less ideal than a proper Frost build. But it's not as bad as Fire. Fire is probably in the worst situation. Yes and no. To an extent, the rogue suffers from similar issues, but the rogue's issues are a bit different. So honest to God, right? It's a yes and no. Of course, I would love to give you a clearer answer, but like I said, the genuine answer is that yes and no. Some classes do suffer that to an extent, like for example, the Druid. The Druid Earth skills cannot inflict vulnerable. So for the Druid, they're almost pigeonholed into using Storm to some extent, and this is why the Storm Wolf builds were generally better. Pulverized Werebear, yeah, sure, that's great, and you can inflict vulnerable via the exploit glyph. But again, it's not sufficient if you really want to push the highest tiers of combat. And that's just me being honest. There are ways to get around it, but a lot of those ways are insufficient, because vulnerable is just too important. So no matter how much people want to say that, oh well, this other build is viable, my honest answer to them is your build is not viable, your build is bullshit, and quite frankly, the most efficient and most viable builds will always be builds based around vulnerable. And that means Storm is king. For the Sorcerer, the issue is, I guess you could say, exacerbated by the fact that the main form of applying vulnerable is Frost Nova, which is a defensive skill. So for the Sorcerer, the issue is a bit extreme, or a bit more extreme than it would be for other classes. But like I said, all classes suffer, so the other thing to think about is the degree of suffering. Okay. Easy breezy. Oh, even better than that. Okay, all I need is a one-handed weapon. Now then, don't forget to like and share the stream, yeah? While I'm going through the capstone. I'm doing this way too early, but testing the power of my builds is very important to me. Good. Liking and sharing is one of the most important things you can do for your streamer. Especially because it's free, and it is one of the best ways to support. Remember, your likes have the greatest impact on whether I get viewership or not. So if you really want to see good content, always hit the like button, always hit the share button. Doesn't matter even if you don't have anyone to share it to, hit those buttons. Hello. Eliane Turner? I hope that pronunciation is correct. That's the first time I've ever seen a name spelled that way. But welcome. Wow. Alina, okay. That is one hell of a misspelling. But I'm just gonna call you Ellie. But yes, welcome, welcome. And hello, Andre. You made one what? You made one cookie, you made one cupcake, or you made one druid? Honestly, druids are fun, but my god, the gear dependency for me is killing me. I need way better, proper gear. The only useful companion is the poison creeper. And even then, it's only used because it can trigger landslide in this season. And of course, it does give the additional crit rate. So it's mostly for like, it's mostly used for anti-boss in later stages of the game because of the vastly boosted damage. But this season, it's a bit more useful because of the aspect that allows it to cast landslide. You can couple that together with a lot of other skills that are very useful. Otherwise, I would have just used Boulder instead. Actually, after this capstone, that'd be the perfect time to test out Boulder. See if it's a superior choice. It would allow me to do some weirder stuff. gotta say though, I really shouldn't have been here this early. But oh well. That's life. There we go. Capstone has been beaten early. Good job. Oh, legendary mace. That's nice. Legendary staff. I do not care about. Ah, trample aspect. Yay. I've been waiting for that. Okay. Let's go identify all the junk that I don't care about.
Be wary on the road.
Okay, now. Let's go back to Kyovashad. My build is good. That's how I did it at 45. Because I am very good. Very, very good. But realistically speaking, you know, it's just when you know what you're doing, you'll always be okay. So it's just practice. Once you practice, you're okay. If you don't practice, then nothing I can do will help you.
You can take what's left. Come back if you need work.
Okay, now I can technically go to World Tier 3 if I want to, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to restructure the build to do some wild stuff. I'm going to go for the boulder, then pump points into landslide. And now we'll go do a dungeon. Just to get a feel for this. Let's go test and see if we can learn some more. I like to test and learn, you know? The more you test and learn, the better. Okay. Now let's stay in World Tier 2 and do some more testing. Just because I'm interested to see if things will function as well as I think they should. Once I farm some good sacred gear and start putting some serious aspects on it, it should be good. But unfortunately, I'll have to stay in World Tier 2 until I hit about level 48. Just because I don't foresee a lot of extra power coming out. Yeah. Pulverize is useless, just so you know. Don't go for Pulverize. It's really quite bad. And the reason why Pulverize is bad is solely because vulnerables are a thing. It's fun, but I mean, for me, the only thing that matters is max efficiency. I'm just that sort of dude. You know? Anything less than maximum efficiency, I can't. I can't. Try as I might, I know I cannot. Somehow I feel that this is, I don't know why, but somehow I feel like this is doing better than Poison Creeper. And that sucks. Although I would have to like no longer have Poison Creeper, I could probably go for some other more useful aspects. Which is fine by me. But yeah, I'm just really not seeing the value in Poison Creeper. I would also say that that is a misstatement because the so-called Wolf NATO Druid is equally bad this season. Basically, most Druid builds are badly done because of their dependency on uniques. That's why I'm making one that's not unique dependent. What build am I aiming for? My own unique creation. I call it the Muscle Wizard. Because this Druid is the only one that has no range capabilities. Technically, I mean, I don't count Tornado as a ranged attack, so... Because it's literally a random attack, but... Although this one has 0 range capabilities, this build will actually dish out insane amounts of damage, and it has all the right status effects that you need, plus good fortify. So yeah, it's my own unique creation. No uniques, no reliance on shapeshifting, werebear form, or any of the what you call it. You don't need Grizzly Rage, no ults, nothing. It's literally just raw power. Which, as you can see, works pretty well. So I cleared Capstone at level 45, although I'm just not going into World Tier 3 yet. But it does do very well. It does do very well for what it's supposed to do. Basically, I designed this to have the advantages of other builds, but none of the weaknesses. Oh no, Wolf NATO can. But I count relying on uniques as a weakness. And don't forget, that build relies on several different uniques. So that's a major weakness in my books. I wanted to create a build that does not rely on uniques. But don't forget that clearing a tier 100 nightmare dungeon is not the only requirement for a build. There are many builds that can clear a tier 100 nightmare dungeon, but several of them are so bad for leveling that you will literally never get anywhere. They're so slow for leveling. For me, a leveling build is very different because my objective is to create the best builds for people to level with. Then once they get to level 100, they want to do whatever the hell they want, you know, that's their problem. I don't mind if they do, but I'm not going to. But what I don't want is for people to literally be stuck relying on, oh, you know, I need to somehow get all these aspects and uniques just to get a build, and by the time you get it, your leveling feels so slow that you quit the Druid anyway. That's exactly what happened to me last season, and ever since then I decided, you know what? Fuck what anyone else thinks. I'm gonna make my own build using my mathematical knowledge, and I'm gonna create a build that has zero reliance on uniques. Like, if I get a unique, that's good. Especially Temerity. Temerity would be a very good addition to this build. But if I don't have one, I should not be at a disadvantage. And that's exactly the build that I have right now. Basically, a good build should have no disadvantages, and once I get the double landslide aspect as well, I might still slot Poison Creeper back in, but I need more cooldowns. Once I get enough cooldown reduction on this, and like my cooldowns are fast, then spamming Poison Creeper for the additional damage would be fine. Yeah, that's kind of thing. You should never rely on uniques. It is pointless and stupid. That's why I don't want to do the same things that everyone else is doing. Look forward to my Druid build. I guarantee you once you try my Druid build, right, all the other builds will kind of seem pretty bad. Because like I said, I've got all the same strengths that other builds have, but no weaknesses. Once I'm properly geared up, you'll see the true power of this. I think I understand. When I immobilize or stun an enemy, I get a Terra Mote. What's my Terra Motes? Okay. Let's try the feeling of completely removing this and going all in on landslide. Now we test. This is why I do so much testing, because it just makes sense. Like, sometimes you learn that things don't 100% go your way. That's why I keep adjusting, keep learning, keep trying to get the best possible stuff for myself. Rings and amulets with slots are the biggest problem though. Once that issue is resolved, I'll be happy. But for now, getting them up to snuff is pretty difficult. That's the big problem of this season. Now let's keep pushing some limits. Okay, this is feeling pretty damn good. Not even gonna lie, I like this. This feeling is nice. Oh, and I do have a Caged Heart of Revenge as well. Okay, things are working, in my opinion. Things are working out pretty nice. This is from the Malignant Pact. It's the Wrathful Heart that has the randomized effect. So, yeah, that's what I'm using. Because I didn't have anything better. Of course, ideally, right, I want my Barber. And I also want to try out the other potential hearts. Just because I want to see like what would be best for this. I do want to actually try out Dark Dance. If I can. Although it may not go very well. I do want to try it out.
To fit you, I'm sure.
My eyes can only watch so much.
Because I feel that, like, if done correctly, it should be very good. But if done badly, then, well, things will not go very well. Hakan's Refuge. Okay. Let's go to Gear Cool now. I'm basically gonna structure my stuff to reach the highest heights possible. I think that done well. Sweet free obols. Hey, Butcher. I knew I heard something. Can't believe I have to actually kite him for a little bit. I hate having to actually kite the fella. It is annoying. But I will win. then. Screw you, butcher. Told you I'd win. Okay. Once I get armor with actual damage reduction, the butcher is doomed. Easy breezy. Okay, let's go check out the bottom location. Okay, so need to go back for the other one. It's okay. I'm not seeing as much value in it as I would have liked to, but it's like not horrible, you know? I'm just trying out various combinations to see what works. But I can't really get 100% behind it. Because I think that, like, without it I lose a big wide circle AoE. So I think I'll just have to sort of put up with it until I get more cooldown reductions, because the only problem with Poison Creeper is it's very, very long cooldown. Like, I count anything above 15 seconds as way too long, which is like meh. It's not horrible, but and there's the other problem is that there's no way to, you know, fix that either. You're literally just stuck with it. Because Boulder just goes in a line, which is, again, not the most helpful thing. Like the free cast of Boulder that triggers whenever I use my Hurricane is sometimes more than enough, because I don't find it very useful against bosses, things like that, whereas Poison Creeper has far more value due to the fact that, you know, the additional 20% crit rate is pretty good. Not gonna lie on that. Like, the good part about Boulder is the extremely short cooldown, but the Poison Creeper is good if, like, you've got a serious target that you need to kill. That's when you bust it out. Boulder? Excuse the coughing. I think it did get buffed, but it was the aspect that got buffed, not the boulder itself. The boulder itself is just, it is what it is. But yeah, if I'm not wrong, it was the aspect that got buffed, nothing else. If only I could, like, put ranks into Poison Creeper and actually reduce cooldowns, like, I would go for that. The only other thing I was thinking of is possibly like going rabies mode, but it doesn't really synergize with a lot of other stuff.
They've been feeding on me. My soul. Please. Take it back from me.
You know, I only just remembered that this dungeon is one of those ultra long ass ones. There we are. I'll just chuck on the extra armor. Cyclone armor is not very useful. Mostly because resistances don't really do anything for you. So yeah. When they fix resistances in Season 2, that'll probably be the time that Cyclone armor might see more use, but for the time being, because of the way the game works and because resistances don't really mesh well with anything, I don't believe that they're a good choice at this current moment. Like I said, a lot of this will change in Season 2, where the dev team has said already that they will fix these things. But for the time being, they are not very encouraging, sadly. I would love for it to be different, but I know it won't, so... That's why I'm deliberately picking Bulwark instead, where I know I'm gonna get value for whatever I'm doing. And congratulations on making it back home, Renna. I'm just about finished with the stream. Later I'll shoot my video on XP and stuff like that, and tonight I'll play some more Druid. Now honestly, the Druid has a lot of great potential, but the biggest downside I would say is just the fact that the Druid is desperately, and I mean desperately, reliant on a whole bunch of factors that make it not so easy to use, even if we want to. Okay. Since I've got spirit cost reduction here and damage, let me try and put cooldown reduction on the top.
Let's have a look.
Okay, before I go, I'll try for cooldown reduction. I wish they hadn't changed the priority affix thing, because now it's so hard to even get a priority affix. Ah, my god. It's so bad. Well, that's going in the bin. Sadly. I wish it weren't so, but them's the breaks. I'm ultra disappointed, but oh well. I'll have to live with it. Okay, ladies and gents, thank you very much for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure streaming for you all. I will be back this evening for more shenanigans, yeah? So please do look forward to it. Let me junk these. Catch you in the evening for more Druid. For now, thank you all very much, and hopefully you guys will get to see some World Tier 3 play with the Druid later, and hopefully I can actually get some useful jewelry. But we will see. Yeah? Okay. Thank you very much. Catch you later.